next on WRTV 6 News.
The night before the greatest spectacle in racing, it's wild and crazy at the Speedway. A live report next.
Also, the other side of the scale, a look at how the rich and famous are spending 500 Eve.
And rain doesn't dampen spirits at the 500 parade.
Meteorologist David James will have the race forecast next on 6 News.
The Louisiana Iced Tea Appreciation Society.
I really appreciate the taste of Louisiana iced tea because it's specially blended for iced tea.
I know that it's specially blended for iced tea because it says right here on the box, specially blended for iced tea.
My family and I have switched from Lipton to Louisiana iced tea. It's specially blended for iced tea. We love it.
Oh, that's so good. I love it.
One taste and you'll join the Louisiana Iced Tea Appreciation Society too. Louisiana, specially blended for iced tea.
Guys, it doesn't get any better than this.
Walt Smith was wrong, because when Muskrat Mike discovered gold, it got somewhat better. And when the Swedish bikini team came downstream, it got a little better. And when reinforcements of Old Milwaukee arrived, it most certainly got better. Old Milwaukee and Old Milwaukee Light. It just doesn't get any better than this.
WRTV 6 Indianapolis, making a difference for Indiana. This is WRTV 6 News at 11 with Greg Todd, Angela Cain, Scott Hoke on sports, and meteorologist David James with weather. Now, live WRTV 6 News at 11.
There they are, crowds of partiers packing 16th Street in front of the Speedway. They'll be there all night. A 500 Eve tradition. Good evening, Indiana, and welcome, race fans.
Like every year, there's plenty of drinking tonight outside the track as fans wait for the gates to open.
Indiana State Police say more than 100 alcohol-related arrests have been made tonight, and that number will grow. Our Kevin Madden is high above the crowds outside the track, hopefully safe from the craziness. Kevin, tell us what you see down below.
Greg, Speedway monogramming is the purse right outside the main gate of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. You know, this has become as much a part of tradition as running the race itself. The night before the 500, when the revelers come out to tell who they think's going to win and maybe to down a couple of the cold ones. Let's move off this shot, Vernon. Take a live picture of what's happening out on 16th Street. Really, as you can see, no traffic as in years past when it has been bumper to bumper. This year, nothing but pedestrians walking up and down 16th Street with an occasional car. I saw 10 pounds of onions over at the Italian sausage pit, and people were actually eating them, and they tell me it's real good. Let's take a look at some of the tape earlier tonight. This is the way it looked ground level out in front of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. There they are, having fun, checking to see if the lens is clear. Well, there's a couple of raindrops on there. All of them having fun. All of them have a winner in mind, but none of them telling who that winner might be. Now, this is a good way to get around the track if you can do it effectively, and certainly these two ladies can. That's the scene. Greg, Angie, can I add anything more to that? The rain has stopped for a while. Will it continue to hold off until we get this race run? Well, we'll have to ask David James a little bit later on weather. Kevin Madden reporting live from Speedway monogramming right across the street from the main gate at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Let's send it back downtown to you in the studio.
We're going to check with Dave in just a couple of minutes, but it looks a little more tranquil than past years. Maybe the rain is helping a bit with that.
Absolutely.
Stay safe.
Yeah, please stay safe, Kevin.
Well, the rich and famous, there's also them, the who's who in Indianapolis tonight, enjoying pre-race festivities.
The other end of the party spectrum now, Stacia Matthews shows us.
Hey! Mention a party on the eve of race day, and 16th Street probably comes to mind. But not everyone is celebrating the 500 in the streets. These folks are gearing up for the race by rocking to the oldies. Borg Warner threw this fabulous 50s cabaret tonight for those folks who prefer a tamer approach to all the Indy madness.
I think the party on 16th Street will probably go until about 5:30 or 6 o'clock tomorrow morning, and people won't even remember the race. The people at this party will remember the race tomorrow.
Have you ever been down to 16th Street?
Not for... I don't drink that much anymore.
About 2 years ago, we went down there. We were crazy.
How does this party differ?
Oh, this is a lot mild. Much.
This is classy.
Yes, very classy.
Borg Warner is the company that sponsors the famous trophy to the winner of the race each year. And what's a Borg Warner party without it? Well, it's here. Sort of. waiting for the driver who crosses the finish line first. Stacia Matthews, 6 News.
General Norman Schwarzkopf is in Indianapolis tonight enjoying the pre-race festivities. Earlier today, the Desert Storm commander took a few practice spins around the oval, met with several drivers, and toured the famed